Welcome back everybody, thank you so much for joining me on another journey. My name is Carlos and today I will be reviewing a very nice game called Persona 5 Dancing in Starlight for the PlayStation 4. Let's get right into it. One of the most significant bits of the Persona arrangement and a noteworthy motivation behind why we recall each game so affectionately is the music. Each mainline game and turnoff has its own noteworthy melodies that embody its extremely important occasions. What's more, with Persona 5 Dancing in Starlight, the suggestive soundtrack that magnificently cut the adventure of Persona 5 is brought to the cutting edge for a fun, elating mood game with its enchanting characters becoming the dominant focal point. Here, the rhythm gameplay system used in Persona 4 Dancing All Night makes a comeback. As songs play, you're tasked with hitting the corresponding notes that align with the 6 button inputs that border the screen. Notes come from the center and moved outward to the corresponding input with unison notes, double notes, holds, and DJ scratches using the analog stick or L1 or R1 buttons, keeping you on your toes. It's a system that's beginner friendly with lower difficulties and assist modifiers, but wildly challenging on the highest difficulty. There's an incredible satisfaction to nailing perfect combos as note patterns flow seamlessly with the track list. The audible claps, tambourine shakes, and scratches that come from these notes mesh impeccably with beat of the songs. It's not far off to say that you feel the rhythm when note patterns start to come naturally as you grow familiar with each track. The style and swagger of the Phantom Thieves blasts at the creases in Dancing in Starlight. It's found in a wink, gesture, or grin as they move in manners that fit their characters. They'll be getting down in recognizable areas like Mementos, Shibuya Crossing, and Shujin Academy. Indeed, even profound inside unfriendly royal residencies, they communicate by going full scale on the move floor with a great smoothness. Pair moves in Fever Time and Gathering moves are arranged with a characteristic flaw, bolstered by the diverse soundtrack. The theme song Groovy is so beautifully drawn and animated that the unapologetic confidence of the Phantom Thieves comes through vividly. It's an inspiring microcosm of the original game's attitude. A number of hard-hitting songs like Rivers in the Desert, Blooming Villain, and Yaldabaoth are featured here alongside the more calming tones of Life Goes On and Tokyo Daylight. And, of course, the best palace theme, Price, features Makoto throwing it down in front of Kanashiro's bank in the metaverse sky. The masterful fusion of jazz, pop, metal, and rock make for a great playlist that feels like a trip through the struggles and triumphs of Persona 5 all over again. There's some decent remixes like the house-style version of Whims of Fate, but many are a little underwhelming, such as the Beneath the Mask remix that doesn't quite make the same impact for a rhythm game. That's not to say they are bad songs, but with the bar set so high, you wish they had a bit more punch for the gameplay to thrive on. There are additionally a couple of inadequacies in Dancing in Starlight with regards to introduction. Life Will Change, an enabling tune with irresistible conviction, is matched to a genuinely mushy music video. Be that as it may, what's much more awful is that the female cast individuals, who are additionally secondary school understudies, get over-sexualized in the last surprise music video, which is a type of unusual vaudeville demonstrate that is withdrawn and completely superfluous. Dancing in Starlight doesn't include a conventional story mode, dissimilar to its forerunner Persona 4 Dancing All Night. In any case, there are social events, which are scenes of exchange where characters talk. These play out like a visual novel, style of confidence in the first game. The overall reason is that you and your group are stuck in a fantasy state directed via Caroline and Justine of the Velvet Room, and they are authorizing the one standard of Club Velvet: dance. As a matter of fact, it sounds senseless, yet it attempts to prepare for some blissful minutes in social events. You shouldn't expect much with regards to further character improvement, in spite of the fact that they grasp their newly discovered energy for dancing. Discussions and references play off of what you definitely think about the cast, Anne's endeavoring to be the following top model, Yusuke's enchanted by his aesthetic side, and Ryuji's as reckless as ever. While these don't play into the high stakes and striking topics of the RPG, it's incredible to be with these characters again and watch the senseless talk unfurl, particularly since the first English and Japanese voiced roles return. You're likewise boosted to play in various ways since each character has explicit conditions for opening their social events, such as passing a few melodies, utilizing modifiers, or tweaking characters during your time playing. Review Scenes awards you these beauty care products as well, so the game normally directs you to seeing the greater part of its highlights. Furthermore, the end to social events rewards you with room visits, regardless of whether it's simply the loft of the LeBlanc coffee house or a theme parks room. Progressing in the direction of them is advantageous as you get the opportunity to see natural places in first individual and investigate a world you thought you definitely knew. It may take some changing in accordance with the general reason, yet it's fitting to see this cast getting footloose crosswise over Tokyo and the metaverse. Dancing in Starlight sparkles the focus on the first RPG's rich, wide-going soundtrack and features probably the best work from arrangement writer Soji Meguro. Albeit huge numbers of Persona 5's tracks inspired an emotional response as a result of their reminiscent connections to the occasions of that game, these melodies return around to remind you exactly how exceptional that voyage was. Also, the way that these stunning tracks are attached to an incredible mood ongoing interaction framework make this game a phenomenal better approach to appreciate Persona 5's enormous music and return to the Phantom Thieves. Well guys, that's it for the review. I hope you liked it. If you liked it, then please give this video a thumbs up, share it around with your friends and family, and if you like my reviews, don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell notification icon next to it so that you won't miss any more future videos that I put up. So with no further ado, my name is Carlos. Thank you for joining me on the journey. I'll see you guys on the next video. Goodbye.